Hello and welcome to everyone. My name is Alex Colton and I am going to take you through the low-tech closed-cycle building project, a social adventure that Reba McAlston and partners Bursary could become a part of. Before looking at the human challenges of urbanization and how this project tackles these head-on, we will start at the beginning and the end of our journey, the vision of a sustainable steady state. Many of these visions share common themes, such as closed-cycle systems, renewable energy generation, intelligent cities, smart buildings, and so on. All of these are high-tech, and all of these are destined to wealthy nations. However, the greatest challenge and greatest opportunities reside with fast-growing cities in developing nations where a third of urban dwellers live in slums. This means over 1 billion people have inadequate access to housing and energy, inadequate access to water, inadequate employment opportunities, and yes, inadequate infrastructure. This promotes a cycle of disease and malnutrition which creates a poverty trap. This is ever more concerning because these cities are growing at unprecedented rates, yet no sustainability vision exists for these slums. The low-tech closed-cycle building concept provides such a vision. It deals with these problems at the source by reducing dependence on non-existent infrastructure and hence reducing risk of flooding and the spread of disease. It does this by harvesting rainwater and inserting all the comestible products brought into the building by residents into a closed-cycle system. The village square concept provides shared facilities such as an area for communal laundry. The used water and organic waste is then treated using low-tech biodigesters that produce methane gas for cooking and fertilizers for the urban farm. Once the food is processed, it is sold in the Hence, the low-tech closed building concept also fosters community spirit, provides cooking fuel, all-important employment, and increases food security. With your help, we could fund the first two phases of the project implementation plan. Phase 1 is the concept development. The key components are a flow mapping tool, preliminary designs, business plans. Our primary aim is to reduce dependence on infrastructure by optimizing the reuse of waste while acknowledging the high density of slums. Thus, the water and waste cycles are design drivers for the food and energy cycles. In other words, we need to develop a tool that allows for the optimal flow design based on the occupancy level. This work will feed into the preliminary designs, which will identify appropriate low-tech technologies and robust materials and important design principles. Multiple solutions must be developed at this stage to offer the flexibility to cater for the variety of conditions and cultures that can be found in the world's slums. Respecting the same principles, multiple business plans will also need to be developed to stimulate innovation. This multiple option approach may appear odd at first, but it does feed into the Phase 2 dissemination strategies, a reflection of this social enterprise initiative. This phase has three main aims: engaging with NGOs to find partners for this project, creating an open source platform for knowledge share, and crowdfunding to raise money, but also to engage a wider public. To foster this overall strategy, we will also be participating in more competitions. The following phases of implementation reside beyond the bursary's funding potential. It is, however, important for you to understand the full scope of our ambition and therefore the full impact of your funding. Phase 3 will identify a site for a demonstration project. This iterative process will require multiple options which will be sought in Phase 2. A site-specific business plan needs to be developed through public consultation and desk studies to ensure the appropriate environment for the development of the project exists. Once the necessary conditions are satisfied, detailed design will proceed, leading to the construction phase. Our team has extensive cumulative experience in design and construction, both in the developed and developing world, facilitating this process. The dissemination strategy, with multiple preliminary designs and business plans, is aimed at fostering creativity and hence ownership in the potential developers. Our ultimate aim is the multiplication of closed-cycle buildings in growing cities, contributing to poverty alleviation and the creation of a sustainable steady state. Thank you very much for listening.